Hey, sister, cousin, friend. Let's talk for a minute. I just came from IKEA, the IKEA store here in Atlanta. I just went up there and picked up a whole bunch of stuff because I need storage solutions in the house. Let me show you the depth of what I got. Okay, so this is huge, right? This is huge. And this stuff is huge as well. And it looks even bigger because my car is really, really small. I have a Chevy Spark. Yeah, I have a Chevy Spark. I bought this car during the pandemic because my Altima, I had a 2016 Altima that was the second time the transmission went out, and I refused to fix it. It's paid off and everything. It was paid off and everything. I just refused to fix the transmission again on that car. That would have been the third transmission in that car. No way. So anyway, let me get to my point. I went to IKEA and I was packing all this stuff in the car. So I was able to get the two smaller boxes. These two smaller boxes, I was able to get those in by myself. I bought those in store because those were like last chance items. I don't know if you're familiar with shopping at IKEA, but if it's a last chance item, you ain't gonna be able to get it no more. And I really wanted those because they are what I need in the house, right? And then I got this big thing. I had to go out. I bought these in the store. I was able to put them in my car. And then I had to go out and get this even bigger box. This box is big and heavy and solid, okay? So I had to go and get that bigger box and load it into the car as well. So when this big box came out, and all three didn't come out at the same time. I'm gonna get to it because this came out separately as well. This goes with some of this, right? So this goes with some of this stuff up here. Anyway, back to the point. The smaller boxes came out first. Then I had to go pick up this here. This box is big and it's heavy and it's taller than me, right? And I'm 5 feet 10 inches tall. This box is heavy and taller than me. So while I'm out there, the young lady that brought it out was like, "Do you need help?" I was like, "No, I don't need any help." I should have let that lady help me, but I didn't because you know it's cold. Go and do your job. I can handle this, right? She got enough stuff on her plate. So I go to take this off the cart, and it's much bigger and much heavier than I estimated. So I'm overwhelmed. I am not falling down, but damn, this box is getting the best of me. I'm wrestling with the box, baby. And this guy saw me. He was in a little small pickup truck, and he was loading some boxes as well. I'm not sure if it was the same product, but he was definitely loading some boxes big as this. He said, "Do you need help?" The box is caving in on me, honey. He said, "Do you need help?" I said, "Yeah." I usually never say yes, but at this particular time, this box was getting the best of me. So I said, "Yes, sir, I need help." And he asked me, and I said, "Yes, sir, I need help." He said, "Okay." So what I opened up my trunk, and I told him, I said, "I'm gonna take these two small boxes out first so we can put this one in here." He said, "Yes, sweetheart, sweet pea. I think that's a good plan. I think you're right. Let's do that." So I took these small boxes out, and he said, "All you need to do is guide it, and I'll help me get it in, and then you go guide it in the front." I said, "Okay." Now keep in mind that this man had a small pickup truck, and he had just loaded his boxes, big and small, just like mine, onto his little pickup truck. He didn't have some amazing big old truck. He had a little pickup truck and the little twine, not even twine. He had the bands to keep the stuff situated in his truck, right? But he had just gotten his stuff situated, and he came over and helped me. So I did what he said. I helped him get it in here, and then I came to the front of the car and I guided it up to the front of the car, right? And we did that with all three of these boxes. We did that with all three of the boxes. These boxes were in. I tried to give that man a tip. He said, "I didn't do that for money. I did that because I wanted to help you. I didn't do that for money. I did that because I wanted to help you." He laughed at me. That man laughed from his belly. He chuckled at me so hard. I said, "Please take the money." He said no. And he wouldn't take my money. And he said, "I did that to help. I did that because I wanted to. I did that to help you." I got footage of exactly what he said, I think. And I may post it in another video. Anyway, so then I had to go get these, right? So I drove my little car around to the front of the store where you could order it and pick it up the same day. So you can't pick it up, these are things you can't pick up in the store, but you can pick them up, and an associate will bring them out to you. So went in there, picked up these things. Now they may not look that big. I don't know how they look to you right now, but these things are kind of big and kind of dang on heavy, right? So I come out. First of all, I'm sitting in there, and I'm sitting inside the IKEA, and I'm waiting my turn patiently, and then my items come out. I see these men walking back and forth. I thought they worked in there, but no, they didn't. So one guy smiling at me, smiling, right? And I was like, hello, hi, you know, hi. Anyway, so my car comes out. I walk over to my car. My car is a Chevy Spark. It's a small car. And when he watched me, this same guy that was smiling at me, he watched me walk over to my car. Y'all know, you know where I'm going with this. If you're a woman, you know where I'm going with this. He watched me walk over to my car. So I looked at my car, and I looked at the items that I had on the cart, which was this stuff right here. And in my mind, I'm working out, like, how can I get it in my car? How can I get it in my car? I'm not a genius, but I know what fits in my car, right? And I know, and I try to, it's like Tetris. You know what fits where. It's a joke in there somewhere. You got to find it. Anyway, he's standing there looking at me. His friend, the guys that were, like, they were, I guess, a moving crew or some kind, I don't know, but they were moving a lot of stuff. They were moving a lot of furniture out of IKEA. But you can tell they were working for somebody. Whatever. So, not once did he say, you need help? But you want to look and laugh, right? You want to look and flirt, and then laugh because you think I can't get this into my car, right? You think I'm, I don't know, but he doubted that I could get this stuff in my car. I know the feeling. Trust me, I know the feeling, and I know the energy. He was flirting at first, looked at my car, laughed at my car, right? And then because that was comical to him, he doubted that I could get those things in my car. Then his other friends came and they talked about it a little bit, and they all kind of chuckled, and they went back to doing what they was doing. But this one guy stayed and watched. I'm not done. There was another moving company, a lady in a van. Come to find out, they were husband and wife. They had a really brand new, really nice, shiny new truck. So as the guy standing on one side of me watching me, the female comes around the truck and she chuckles. She says, you sure you're going to be able to get that in there? I say, yeah. Yeah, I am. I was just trying to work out in my head, you know, how I was going to flip the boxes, because the boxes it's a large part and then it's a flat part. So here's like a boxy box part, and then there's flat. So I was just working out how I was going to get them in there, right? I got them all in. I got all my stuff in here. So she chuckles a little bit, and she go get, they had a company. This was their company. And she goes to get into her big, shiny, new, it looks like a big bread truck, one of those old school bread trucks, but it was a moving truck. It had the name of the company on there, and her husband, that I found out was her husband, came, you know, she got in the truck, the husband came around. They must have talked, and he came around. He said, you sure you sure you're gonna be able to get that in there? You know, we're a moving company. I can move that. I can take that down. You know, where you going? Like, asking me where I'm going. I'm like, you know, I'm going to my part of town. Oh, that's kind of far, but we can move that for you if you need us to do it. For a price, huh? For a price. Because you doubt that I can get it in. You doubt that I can do what I can do. But I doubt that you can do what you can do. At this point, I'm like, you know, are y'all even a bona fide truck, and I'm being facetious because like this whole time you and your wife snickering at me, this man snickering at me because you don't feel like I can do it. I'm not taking it personal because you're not personal to me, but you know, just because I have a small car, small beginnings, or just because whatever they see, whatever another person perceives about you, perceives about what you have, perceives about what is surrounding you, they don't know what you can do with that. They don't know how big the blessing is, right, that you have in you, because they doubt in the packaging. They doubt in what is packaged in. That's the word. I said, no, sir. I don't need your help. You got a big shiny truck and you got somebody to help you out, and that's great for you guys. I didn't say that to them. I said it in my head. Y'all got this big shiny truck, but I don't know y'all from Adam. Y'all got this big shiny truck that don't look like it been through nothing. Okay? Don't look like y'all move nothing. For real. And y'all out here waiting for work, because I don't see y'all loading nothing. Y'all just out here waiting to see if people need something. So you ain't even working for real. You waiting on work. Then you got these people over here. He's supposed to be working, but he's so worried about what I can and cannot do. He over here distracting from what he got going on, watching me to see that if I fail. Do you know how relevant that is in your real life, friend? I'm gonna fold it over into YouTube. You got people watching you because they don't believe in what they see you with, what you present, but they don't know how big the blessing, they don't know how big your blessings is, right? And they don't understand that your capacity is way beyond beyond their understanding. I stood there in about 10 minutes and I loaded everything in my car. The man that was standing over there chuckling at me came and peeked. He didn't say a word to me. But as I was going over on the other side, making sure everything was tucked in, I had got all these pieces in. What I did was I passed them over on this side because I wasn't going to be able to get them in from the passenger side. So I put them in one by one on this side. It only took me about 10-15 minutes to get this stuff in here. It looked crazy, but it's in there. It looked crazy, but the blessing is there. It's despise not small beginnings. Big packages, big blessings come in very strange, can come in small packages, very strange looking packages. Whatever you perceive or whatever somebody perceive about you, don't ever let nobody tell you what is only what you can grow or has grown deep down on the inside of you or your little ass car. You understand? No, those two people who had no idea, only seen my small Chevy Spark, had no idea of the capacity this Spark could hold, right? They had no idea. She got a big shiny truck. She ain't got no work. Her and her husband got a big shiny truck. They ain't loading nothing. I could be wrong, but I ain't seen nothing being loaded in their car. They soliciting. They standing outside the IKEA soliciting for work. They don't have no work, right? This man got work to do, but he's so worried about what I can't do, or he's so concerned with me failing that he can't even get his own job done. Please understand that that's the same thing that happens in real life, especially with YouTube. Especially down these days with YouTube. You got people, take it how you feel. Take it how you feel. But understand, no matter what you got going on, the blessings is big. And they big. Regardless of what the packaging look like. Regardless of what capacity you think anybody think you can hold. The blessings inside of you are huge. And you can fit it all in, friend. I don't care if they snickering at you, because they got shit to do. But they worry about you. Show them. Prove it to them. I don't care that the husband and wife over there snickering. They got each other to help, but they worry about you. Can't even get their own work. They ain't even got their own stuff going on. They ain't even got their own shit going on, sister, cousin, friend. They don't have their own shit going on, I promise you. But they worry about what you got going on. And they don't understand how big the blessing is. They don't understand how you can hold that big, how do you have the capacity to hold that big blessing? Don't let nobody underestimate you. Don't let nobody underestimate your packaging. Don't let nobody underestimate what you can do. Don't let nobody underestimate what you can hold. And don't let nobody underestimate how you're packaged. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what I don't care. It doesn't matter. You know what you can hold. You know what you can do. You know who you are. You understand the capacity of you. Yes? Love you. Go get your shit. Goodbye.